February might seem too early to think about gardening, but here's the truth. This is the month that sets the foundation for a thriving garden in Zone 6. Whether you're excited to grow fresh vegetables, beautiful flowers, or prepare your soil for spring, I've got everything you need. Stay with me because I'm sharing the best plants to start now, along with a gardening tip that'll give you an edge for the season. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. All right, let's talk about February. It might still be cold outside and gardening might feel like it's a bit early, right? But here's the thing, not doing anything this month could mean missing out on a big advantage for your garden. If you live in Zone 6, February is the perfect time to plant some key vegetables and flowers and even prepare your soil for a vibrant spring garden. And don't worry, you don't need to be an expert to make this happen. Whether you've been gardening for years or you're just getting started, I'm going to make this simple for you. I'll show you exactly what to plant, when to plant it, and a few easy tips that can save you time and effort. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make February your secret weapon for a thriving garden later in the year. So grab your coffee, relax, and let's get into it because trust me, your garden is going to love you for this. Vegetables to plant in February. All right, let's jump into what you can start planting in February. If you're in Zone 6, now's the time to get ahead with cold-tolerant vegetables. These crops grow well in cooler weather and will give you a strong start as spring approaches. First up, spinach. Spinach loves cooler soil, and you can plant it directly in the ground as long as your soil isn't frozen. It grows quickly and will be one of the first greens you can harvest this year. Plus, it's packed with nutrients. Next, let's talk about carrots. Carrots are another great choice for February. The key is to loosen up your soil so the roots can grow straight. If the ground's still too hard, try starting them in a raised bed or even a container. Vegetables to plant in February. Then we have peas. Snap peas and garden peas are ideal for this month. They're simple to grow and they thrive in cooler weather. Just be sure to give them something to climb, like a trellis or some string. Lastly, onions. Whether you're planting sets or seeds, February is the perfect time to get them started. Onions take some time to grow, so starting now gives them the early boost they need. You'll have fresh onions by late spring or early summer. Flowers to start in February. Now, let's add some color to your garden. Flowers aren't just for making your yard look nice. They also bring in pollinators, which are essential for a healthy garden. Here's what you can plant in February. Pansies are a great choice. They're tough little flowers that can handle cold weather and bloom beautifully. You can plant them directly in the ground or in pots to brighten up your porch or patio. Another excellent option is snapdragons. These are super resilient and come in a variety of colors. If you plant them now, you'll enjoy stunning blooms by early spring. If you're a fan of wildflowers, February is the perfect time to scatter wildflower seeds. These seeds need cold weather to sprout properly, so planting them now will give you a gorgeous, natural look later in the season. Finally, don't forget daffodils and tulips. If you missed planting bulbs in the fall, you can still grow them indoors and enjoy their blooms. Just pot them, water them lightly, and watch them grow. Prep your soil. Before you start planting, let's talk about soil preparation. This step is crucial for a successful garden. Skipping it could leave you with plants that struggle to grow. First, check your soil temperature. You can get a soil thermometer online or at a garden store. Most vegetables need soil that's at least 40 degrees Fahrenheit to sprout. Next, add compost. Compost is like a treasure for your garden. It improves soil quality, adds nutrients, and helps retain moisture. Spread a layer of compost over your garden beds and gently mix it into the soil with a rake or shovel. If your soil is packed too tightly, now's the time to loosen it. Use a garden fork or tiller to break up the soil and make it easier for roots to grow. Lastly, test your soil's peat. Most vegetables grow best in soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. If your soil is too acidic or alkaline, you can balance it by adding lime or sulfur, depending on what's needed. This small step can make a big difference in your garden success. Seeds to start indoors. If it's still too cold to plant outside, don't worry, you can start seeds indoors. This is an easy way to get a head start on the growing season and have strong, healthy plants ready to go when the weather warms up. Tomatoes are a classic choice. Start them indoors about 6-8 weeks before your last frost date. Use seeds, starting trays, or small pots filled with light, well-draining soil. Keep them in a warm spot, and they'll sprout quickly. Another smart option is peppers. Bell peppers, chili peppers, whatever you like. These plants need a long growing season, so starting them indoors is a great idea. Herbs like basil, parsley, and cilantro are also ideal for indoor planting. Plus, you can keep harvesting them right in your kitchen if you'd like. Don't forget flowers like marigolds and zinnias. These are super simple to grow indoors and will add vibrant color to your garden later. When starting seeds indoors, the key is to provide plenty of light. If you don't have a sunny windowsill, try using grow lights. And remember to keep the soil damp but not soaked. A little effort now will pay off when it's time to transplant your seedlings outdoors. One smart gardening tip. Before we finish, here is one handy gardening tip that will make a big difference. Use row covers. Row covers are lightweight fabrics that shield your plants from frost, pests, and even wind. They create a mini greenhouse effect, keeping your soil slightly warmer and your plants healthier. You can use them over your vegetable beds, flower patches, or even containers. They're especially useful for early plantings in February when the weather is unpredictable. The best part? They're reusable, so you can keep using them year after year. A small investment in row covers now can save you time, energy, and even money later on. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about what to plant in February for a thriving Zone 6 garden. From hardy vegetables to colorful flowers, and even soil preparation, you're ready to dive in. Coming up, I'll share one last thought to keep you motivated, so don't go anywhere. So now you know what to plant in February to get your garden off to a strong start. Whether it's cold-tolerant vegetables, colorful flowers, or prepping your soil, every bit of work you put in now will pay off in a few months. If these tips were helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps more gardeners like you discover this content. And if you're excited to see your garden flourish this year, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know what you're planting this month. Are you trying something new or sticking with your favorites? Let's keep the conversation going, and as always, happy gardening. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I hope these tips inspire you to get your hands dirty and make February the beginning of something amazing in your garden. Remember, every seed you plant brings you closer to a thriving, beautiful space. Happy gardening, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care and keep growing.